Well, hello everyone and welcome to today's video. We are going to be making some homemade bread. Also going to be doing some winterizing projects and a whole bunch more. Hi everybody and welcome to today's video. We are going to be making the other bread here, and I hope you didn't miss the first one. That would have been last week, but this week we are making this bread, the fresh milled flour Bible. This is a sponsored video. Part of this video is sponsored, so I really want to thank you guys for watching. And we are going to be making this bread right here. Challah, I think that is how it's pronounced. If I am wrong, please forgive me. And it is a braided recipe. So this is with using freshly milled wheat flour. We don't eat wheat flour, so I am going to be making it with regular bread flour. But you can use this. It's for milled flour, but if you don't mill your own flour, it doesn't matter. You can make this using these recipes. I am using the bread machine. I am going to save myself some time. Sometimes I make bread by hand, but a lot of times I like the bread machine. That way I can mix that all up and then put it in the bread machine, and we can work on some other chores today. So what we're working on is we have to clean the 2 double windows and put the storm windows in. I'm going to clean the blinds and get that area cleaned up. I did clean up this whole other area, which I'll show you in just a moment. And I have to do those windows today. Area here we cleaned. I did both windows, both blinds, and I have this all cleaned up, this whole area. So it looks really good. I did declutter. And now we're going to go ahead and we're going to mix this up really quickly. I will give you the recipe in the description box. The first thing that I like to do is proof my yeast just to make sure that it is still alive and well. When you use your bread machine, it works so quick and easy. It is so much fun. Now I am going to add a pinch of sugar. It does call for honey, but I'm adding a pinch of sugar to go in with the yeast to just wake it up a little bit. That is finished. I gotta clean up this kitchen. I didn't do my dishes from last night. Clean everything up. Then I'll show you what we do next. All right, we got the kitchen cleaned up and the bread is rising. Just once again, I want to tell you that I am sponsored, this part of the video, by the Fresh Milled Flour Bible. And it is a wonderful recipes. I've created quite a few of them now on my YouTube channel for all of you. And of course, like always, the recipe's in the description box. I'm going to change gears a little bit because now we are going to winterize the house just a little bit more. We are going to wash the blinds outside with the hose, and we are going to put up the storm windows. So let's get started on that project for today. I will be honest and tell you, this is one of my least favorite jobs of the year. These windows are very heavy and it's a lot of work. They are from 1963 original windows and original storm windows. I don't know what I'd do if I accidentally broke one of these because they are huge. So what I am doing now is I am taking the blinds down and I'm going to take them outside and hose them off. I couldn't believe how dusty they were. I only do this once a year and I only do it in the fall. But it was a really nice day to be able to wash these blinds. Years ago, I used to do it in the bathtub, but I find it's just as easy to take them outside and hose them down. Let them sit outside. That way they will dry off really nicely. When we first moved into our home 14 years ago, I got these blinds for about $20, and now they're over $50. So I have to be really careful never to break these. They are so expensive. And I finally replaced them last year after 14 years. The plastic becomes dingy and they become brittle. Now I'm just washing everything down. It is quite a bit of work. And on the carpet, I have some baking powder with some essential oils. And I cannot believe how nice the carpet looks after I vacuum. Having two other sets of hands really makes things easy. And that's one thing I love about my husband being home and retired. He can help me. For 14 years, I did it myself. And now I have help. And he's putting the blinds up. And this is done for another year. The dough was really nice to work with, but the dough looked a little darker. That was because of the honey I used. The honey was given to me by a viewer last year, and I totally forget what kind of honey it was, but it was a lot darker. Now I'm going to go ahead and make the braid. I am making a 4 braid, and I will explain that to you in just a moment why I am doing that. But it worked really nice, and the dough was very nice to work with. It was not sticky, and now I'm just working on putting some of the honey on top, and I'm also working on putting some poppy seeds on, because it is called poppy seed braided. I'll let you know in a little bit what I thought of this bread, and it's so simple and easy to make. It was a delight to make it, and I really want to thank the author of the book for giving me the opportunity to give it a try. All right, so the braided bread looks amazing. Now in the recipe it said it would be 2. I didn't find that to be 2. I made 4 strands, and I made it into a braided one instead of 2 smaller ones. I have 1 larger one. We are going to eat it with some leftover pasta dish that I made, and I'll show you all of that. And then when that's done, I will go ahead and I'm going to clean some of my windows outside in the house, and then I'm going to finally harvest my carrots. And then I can say the garden is done, except for there's so much spearmint, peppermint tea, and some herbs yet, which I absolutely love. And I'm going to be harvesting some of them, and then we'll call it a day. That book is an amazing book. I have that in the description box below if you're interested in it. Or you can look at the recipe that I used today in the description box as well. All right, as soon as our lunch is ready, I will show you, and then I'll get on to the rest of my day. Now, because I only made it into 1 huge loaf, it did take a little bit longer, and it was absolutely delicious. And I'm going to show you here in just a moment what it looked like. My parchment paper stuck a little bit. I'm not sure why it did that, but it was easy just to tear a piece of it off. And that's what it looks like. This morning, I decided to make some of the leftover and make that into garlic bread, and that is so tasty. I'll put some cheese on it and have it with my spaghetti. Now, this here is butter that I'm putting on that was shredded up. I shredded up some butter for another video, and that's why it looks like that. But this is absolutely amazing bread. Hands down, that was the best bread I made. The honey made it so nice and so sweet. So thank you guys so much for watching the video. I'm going to go out into the garden, and I'm going to finish harvesting my carrots, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye everybody.